Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com and always at the game. The game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports. TAB award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game. Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
Good evening, everyone, from Siegel High School. It's the scene, I guess you would say, of the state tournament here between Siegel and Rossview in baseball tonight. And right here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports, I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Both teams are, Rossview is about to finish their infield, and we're about ready to get this one underway here in just a few minutes. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to go right into the starting lineups, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And, Brian, you've got those lineups for us tonight.
Okay, John, and first of all, for the Rossview Hawks, who are 35-8-1 on the season, Julian Richards will play left field and bat first, batting second. Ashton Kemp, the second baseman. It's Jordan Akins playing right and batting third. In the cleanup spot, C.J. Lattimore, the third baseman. It's Houston Hebert DHing, and Beckett Hasselhun will play first and bat sixth. Batting seventh will be Johnny Caballero, the center fielder. Batting eighth, Caden Slaughter, the shortstop, and batting ninth, Matthew Simpson, the catcher. They are DHing for the pitcher, who is Jaden Gaylor. So it's Richards, Kemp, Atkins, Lattimore, Hebert, Hasselhun, Caballero, Slaughter, and Simpson for Rossview. Siegel will be the home team. They won the coin toss here, and they will go with, of course, their record. Let me give you that, 31-13 on the season. They were the district runner-up and the region runner-up and sectional winner on the road at Bradley Central. Drew Hostetler will play center field and bat first, batting second. Tristan Thornton, the catcher. It's Trey Baker playing short and batting third. Batting fourth will be Jack Pinnock, the DH. In the five-hole, it's Ryan Russell, the right fielder. Batting sixth, Jackson Barrett, the third baseman, and also Jackson Zeltner playing left and batting seventh. Batting eighth, Josh Duggan, the first baseman. And Chance Mosley will bat ninth and play second. The DH, Pinnock, is batting for Colton Barron, who will be on the mound here this evening. So the Siegel Stars go with Hostetler, Thornton, Baker, Pinsick, Russell, Barrett, Zeltner, Duggan, and Mosley. So that is your lineup for the Siegel Stars. A programming note: Braves and Nationals will not be coming on after we're done tonight. That game has been rained out, so they're going to play a September split doubleheader. So that's maybe some news that some of us didn't know. And that's a look at your lineups. JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and the ballpark is a very happening place here today at Siegel, John.
Yeah, we're going to get going here in just a minute. The countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. We're going to continue now with the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as much of the time that we have. At Rick's Barbecue, quality comes first, serving up fresh, never frozen meats, slow smoked the old-fashioned way over real hickory wood. Whether it's pork, chicken, beef, you'll taste the difference in every bite. And don't forget to try fan favorites like wings, slaw dogs, and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to your plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to serve up a meal you won't forget. Stop by today on Warrior Drive, just off South Church Street, and taste the tradition. While we've got a moment, Brian, I think we've got an opportunity here to kind of tell us where we stand, our teams in the state tournament here.
Well, everybody that we started the day with is still alive. Blackman, however, did drop their baseball game over at the Oakland 4A bracket, 11-0 to Green Hill. So Blackman will play in the losers bracket game at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they will play the loser of Oak Ridge and Clarksville and that game is about to get cranked up over at Oakland here in just a few. So there's an update there. Both Eagleville baseball, a winner today. Eagleville softball was a winner of both games, I think. I know that they were up in the second game, so let me just double check and make sure. They were playing Joe Burns and top of the sixth. They haven't won yet, but they lead 9-1 over Joe Burns. That would put them in a game tomorrow morning that if you win, you're in the bracket championship, and they are in the they're in the bracket with, they're not in the bracket with Gordonsville. Gordonsville won a game 21-0 earlier today, and it was 90-something pitches in the first inning, and they just said, you know what, we'll take the loss and play another day. So it was crazy.
We don't see that often.
No, it was definitely nuts. So that's your update on Eagleville. Eagleville baseball, a winner today, so they will play tomorrow at 12:30. And if the Siegel Stars win this game, John, they will play Farragut at 12:30 right here on this field. If you lose, you will play Independence, who just dropped a very tough 3-2 decision just a few minutes ago here. So, Farragut, John, I heard their broadcaster mention they have won 13 state tournament games in a row. Wow. Not championships. They have won a couple of championships in a row, but, that's going back some ways. So they're probably the favorite until you beat them.
That's the way it works most of the time, yep. That's for sure. The Stewart's Creek Redhawks, the softball, they're winners in their second game.
So I'm glad you mentioned that because I had forgotten that I had not. So they dropped – now listen to this. So their first game in the 4A tournament, which we had on the air this morning, was a 15-12 loss to Green Hill. And then they turn around and they beat Farragut 15-5. So
they're hitting the ball.
they're pounding it. Green Hill was also a winner over Dixon County too, by the way, 8-4. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, it'll be Stewart's Creek and Dixon County, and the winner of that game will face Green Hill and would have to beat them twice, if that makes sense, because Green Hill is in the winners bracket. Green Hill is a win away from being in the championship game on their side of the bracket. So that's kind of how that will work. And we hope that at Stewart's Creek, we will likely, if we get to a Stewart's Creek softball game, it'll be tomorrow afternoon because we are going to do the Blackman game tomorrow for Oakland, Blackman baseball, just trying to catch as many different teams here as we can in spring fling. John, with 5 teams, it's about as many as we've had that I remember.
Well, in the last couple of years anyway, and that may be the most that we've had, and trying to cover all of them is near impossible, but we'll do the best that we can.
I think we had 4 last year. We had 3 baseball. No, we only had 2 baseball, Eagleville and Siegel, I think.
Right.
And but anyway, 5 and trying to get everybody in, so do the best we can here, and getting across town is increasingly difficult, I will tell you that.
And tomorrow, depending on the outcome of this game, could be a very important game for all of them, with the exception of Eagleville, who can afford a loss.
Right.
But everybody else, if Siegel drops this game tonight, then they're in that same boat
as Blackman.
But hopefully they'll win tonight. But it's do or die kind of thing going on tomorrow.
Well, exactly, and that's why we want to make sure we get a Blackman baseball game in the morning, and Blackman has not been to spring fling in quite some time, so looking forward to covering them coming up tomorrow morning at 10, and then we'll kind of go from there. Plus, we'll have Spring Fling HQ for you tomorrow whenever we're not on throughout the afternoon. Got an update on everything going on throughout the afternoon today, and tomorrow will be the last day of Spring Fling HQ, and 12 to 6 tomorrow. You can hear that on WGNS radio when we're not broadcasting a game, or you can listen on the TSSAA website.
I was really enjoying listening to WGNS this afternoon while I was going back and forth, getting the dog and trying to get back over here. And Chip's doing a great job over there.
Well, it's a lot
Where
to
is
manage.
he, at the Starplex headquarters? Is that where he's at?
So he is inside Sportscom.
Okay.
That's where they have the Spring Fling headquarters is over there.
The headquarters. That's why I like that. That's impressive. So, but
That's why it's called HQ.
But they do keep you informed and keep you, even with tennis and soccer and track. Pretty impressive. They get a lot of things coming in.
Yeah, and that's what I enjoy about it, because we get in a lot of team sports, but there are a lot of individual sports and some team sports that we just can't get in, and so that's a good way to get different names on, different schools on. We've got every school in the county represented, I think, in high school, and some spring fling action somewhere along the line. So,
well, you can check out WGNSSports.com for the latest prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcasts, and more. That's WGNSSports.com. And on the mound is going to be Mr. Barron. I like that last name, don't you?
Barron?
Colton Barron. Well, it's kind of.
When I think of Barron, I think of the Red Baron and Snoopy on the back of his doghouse.
Well, I thought you were going to think Red Baron Pizza is what I was thinking you were going to say.
But wasn't Snoopy the Red Baron with the scarf?
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Pretended he was flying on the doghouse.
While Barron gets in his warm-up tosses, we'll also give you a look at the defense for the Siegel Stars. Barron's on the mound. Thornton is behind the plate. Duggan's at first. Mosley's at second. Trey Baker over at short. Jackson Barrett over at third. Zeltner in left. Hostetler in center. And Russell in right field. That's your defensive alignment for the Siegel Stars. Barron, a right-hander. This is our first look at him, I believe, Brian. Every time we tried to schedule a Siegel game, we either had rain. One night we had lightning. And it's been hard to get them, and I'm so glad that we're able to do this game tonight.
Well, it was three times.
Yeah.
Because I went back and counted. There were some weeks when we only got in one game, and it was a very wet and stormy spring. Sometimes that happens, and we only have certain days that we can get on when we've got Middle Tennessee baseball as well. So it's good to see the Stars here. It's been a little bit since we've actually gotten to do a baseball game. We've been softball heavy here for a while.
All last week, for sure. Well, here goes the throw down, and Julian Richards getting ready to lead off here for Rossview. He's the left fielder and a left-handed batter.
By the way, it did just get final score in here on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Eagleville 13, Joe Burns 1 in softball. So Eagleville softball has won 2 games today, and that would put them in the bracket championship, looks like.
And now we're ready to get underway here. The first pitch is going to be at 6:47. And the first pitch is a strike called, 0-1. Richards, Kemp, and Akins, the first 3 to face Barron. The right-hander kicks and fires. Strike called on the outside corner this time. And it's 0-2. Beautiful night. It's going to be a great night for baseball, and even when the sun goes down, you might even need a little sweater by the time the sun goes down.
You don't say.
You might. 0-2 pitch. Low. 1-2. It's 375 out there in deep center field. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody poke one over that center field wall. Down the line, it's 320 down the left field line and the right field line. Pitch is outside. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
John Siegel got here, finished runner-up in the district tournament to Blackman.
2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. That's the first strikeout on the first batter tonight. That's a good start for Colton Barron. And 1 out, and that brings up Ashton Kemp, the second baseman.
Then in the region tournament, they beat Stewart's Creek 11-0 to end the Stewart's Creek season. Then a 3-2 loss to Blackman in the region championship. Then they had to come back and play Stewart's Creek again, and they beat them 6-3, and they also won the sectional tournament against Bradley Central.
Barron throws one to Kemp, and it's a strike called on the inside corner. So far, so good for the right-hander. The wind and the pitch, he's not wasting any time either, and here it is. Swung on, popped up down the third base line, and hits the dugout and out of bounds. 0-2.
I need a bracket organizer.
You need to just white out everything that doesn't pertain to us.
Well, there's not much of that right now.
Here's a pitch, strike 3 called, and Mr. Kemp goes to the bench. Second strikeout for Barron. And it brings up Akins, the right fielder.
Up next, right fielder number 44, Jordan Akins.
I could use, 7 innings of this?
Yeah, after the softball game we did today, yeah.
Man, I was worn out after that game.
I know. He's got as many strikeouts in the first 2 batters as we saw from one team today in the whole game.
Akins, a left-handed hitter. Their first 3 are left-handed batters. Strike called. And he's ready to go. Barron is ready to go as soon as the next pitch is ready.
27 runs scored and 37 hits in that game we had this morning.
A 3-hour broadcast, I know that. There's a swing and a foul down the left field line, and it's going to drop before Zeltner can get there.
Yeah. I think I remember there were 7 home runs, and 3 of the 7 were 3-run homers.
I know we started at breakfast, and I didn't get through till after lunch. Barron has an 0-2 count now to Jordan Akins. Lattimore would be next if Akins can reach. Takes his time. He's put in the very back of the batter's box. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a shot to second. Mosley coming up with it. And the flip over is in time for out number 3. Easy inning for Colton Barron and the Siegel Stars. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. No score.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game on WGNS 101.9, 100.5, WGNSradio.com, brought to you in part by Sir Pizza. They sponsor our Game and Coaches Show podcast. And don't forget, head to Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. And if you're not from Rutherford County, that is definitely one of those places that you'll want to hit up before we send you home with a loss.
Are you able to see?
See what?
See our ad thing?
When I move over here.
Oh, okay. Well, you were complaining about didn't have enough room, and your bottle takes up about 3/4 of it. Biggest bottle I've ever seen. I'm not going to tell everybody what that's a bottle of.
Water.
Mm-hmm.
Leading off for the Stars, center fielder, number 10.
And on the mound is Jaden Gaylor for Rossview, and he's going to face Hostetler, Thornton, and Trey Baker. First 3 here for Siegel. He has helped defensively with Simpson behind the plate, Hasselhunt at first, Kemp at second, Slaughters at short, Lattimore at third, Richards, Caballero, and Akins make out the outfield left to right. Familiar faces down at the coaching. In fact, I think Coach Revis is taking that spot over there. And the first pitch from Gaylor is a strike, 0-1. Drew, the center fielder, right-handed hitter in the pitch. Swing and a line drive into left center field and a base hit. Hostetler with good speed is on, so good start for the Stars here in the first. That'll bring up Tristan Thornton, the catcher.
Catcher, number 2, Tristan Thornton.
I love it when you get the leadoff man on. Gaylor checks that runner, Drew has a pretty good lead down there. The pitch swung on, fouled away, out of play, 0-1. You know, Brian, that wind today has calmed down considerably, but it's still whipping a little bit.
Well, this morning it was something else. Blowing out to left field from the field that we were on at Starplex, and hence the 7 homers. 30-something hits.
Pitch has popped up, tried to bunt, and it's out of play. Thornton in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Well, I mean, you can look at the trees, and you can see the wind is still whipping pretty good. I think a low of tonight of 56 tonight.
Going to feel a little crisp in the morning.
Yeah, I'll probably get there a little late after it warms up.
Oh, really?
My bones can't operate that early in the morning. 0-2 the count. Runner goes. Pitch out. Throw down is going to be safe. He beat the tag. He might not have beaten the throw, but he definitely beat the tag. It's a stolen base for Hostetler.
John, this is the 4th state tournament appearance for the Siegel Stars, and it's their 2nd consecutive. Of course, they won it all in 2016. They have a 9-7 record in the state tournament.
Here's a pitch, ground ball up the middle, and taken over by the second baseman. Can he throw him out in time? No, he's safe. It's a single. Thornton slid to first and beat out the throw. It was difficult for the second baseman, Kemp, but he made a pretty nice throw, but not in time. And Hostetler moves to third on the play. So we got something going here early. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. And here's Trey Baker, the number 3 hitter, the shortstop for the Stars. Is it me, or does Trey get taller every game we see him? It seems like he just gets taller.
I think there's some kind of special something in the water here in the Siegel area.
His daddy's a tall drink of water. He's standing in there with a chance to drive in the first runs for Siegel. Gaylor, the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. As Arnold used to say, Gaylor's in a heap of trouble. He's in a big trouble jam here. He's out in front of Trey, 0-1. Pensick would be next. Check of the runner, now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's out in front 0-2. Now, he was out in front of Thornton as well, but Thornton reached on a single. There's nobody out here. Throw over. Not a big lead. I think there's a runner over there, too, for him. Kind of bad when I bring it up and I don't know who it is.
Underwood.
Thank you.
I cheated.
Pitch is high. 1-2.
Which one? Colson Underwood over at first.
Well, at least you're
I didn't
honest.
cheat well
At least
enough.
you're honest about it. You got help. And swing, had a good cut and fouled it back out of play.
Well, I can give you this because I can't even see first.
What is wrong with you? That first game today must have really taken a lot out of you. I've got to say, your 4 innings of that game today was probably the longest 4 innings in the history of our broadcast.
It was.
Wasn't it? Didn't you think so?
It was an hour and 50 minutes.
Wow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gaylor from the stretch. And the pitch. High. Now the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, the airport. We got planes here too.
I told you you're in the flight path.
There's a shot to third. Bobbled. Everybody's safe and a run scores. That ball was well hit.
Coming to the plate now, designated hitter number 6, Jack.
See how they're going to
Pensick.
score that play. I'm going to give him a hit, but we'll see how they score it. It was hit right at him, actually.
It is a hit, yeah.
Oh, you just decided that? Wow.
No, watch the official score here.
There you go. So give him an RBI as well.
First 2 strikes of the game, buddy.
And it's 3 balls. How did that work? Pitch is a strike at 85 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the left-handed hitter, Pensick. He's the DH tonight, left-handed batter. Got runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. It's weird. He's been getting out in front of hitters, but he can't finish them.
Well, it's back-to-back-to-back hits to start the game.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Outside. Trying to get Pensick to fish. That fish wasn't biting.
Wrong pond, John.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he steps off the mound and pushes Underwood back. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Pensick, that's the first strikeout for him. First out of the inning. And there's one away, and that brings up Ryan Russell, the right fielder.
Ryan Russell.
Russell, a right-handed hitter. Takes a big deep breath, now he's ready. Gaylor trying to limit the damage for Rossview. And the pitch. Swung on, looper into right, it's going to drop. Here comes Underwood. He is going to be safe again under that tag. And it's an RBI single for Ryan Russell. So 4 hits in the inning, 2 runs have scored. Can't really ask for anything more here.
Jackson Barrett.
Runners at first and second. And here's Jackson Barrett, the third baseman. Right-handed hitter.
John, as we've seen in baseball and softball games, it happened today. You know, in the softball game we did. You know.
What? What happened?
I'm trying to think who played in that game. Green Hill. Green Hill got off to, a big start.
Pitch is low, 1-0.
And, pile on here, Siegel.
We learned one thing. You can't have enough runs, ever. It's 2-0 here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch to Barrett, high. 2 balls, no strikes. We've got Trey's mama here today, and we've got Jackson's mom and dad. I'm sure they're here. 2-0 the count. The pitch. There's a strike. Taken all the way. 2-1. Barrett had some shoulder problems early in the season, but I think he's coming around now physically. 2-1. Now he steps off the rubber again. This bottom of the first is kind of going like your 4 innings you had this morning. 2 balls and a strike. The
Good.
pitch.
You deserve it.
Swing and a miss. Chased one on the outside corner. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, man. I was with you, remember?
But were you? John, would you like to see the alternate Oakland girls basketball uniforms?
Wow, that's going to be nice.
I just hope Rockville doesn't wear the same ones.
I like the little red and blue
going
in
with
there.
the baby blue.
2-2, the pitch. Swung on, a shot up the middle, and a base hit. Here comes Baker. They're not going to get him. They're going to try for third, and the ball's thrown over his head. And it's going to go into the dugout, and Russell's going to score, and Jackson Barrett's going to go to third. Did you get all of that, Brian?
No.
Give Jackson Barrett a single and an RBI. Another run scores on the bad throw. Baker scores. And now it's 4-0. And here comes Rossview. to have a little discussion here.
Well, John, of the 6 batters faced, 4 of them have hits.
And they've all scored, except Barrett, who's down at third. Jacks, again, it was 2-2, and with 2 strikes, they've delivered here in this first inning. 4 runs on 5 hits.
When I saw that picture, by the way, and so I don't forget, John, Oakland Lady Patriot basketball is bringing home a legend. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Assistant coach Kim Walker.
Really?
Yep. She is moving over to Oakland to assist in girls basketball, so you can go home.
Yes, you can. Good for her. That's awesome news. Pitch high, 1-0 to Jackson Zeltner, the left fielder.
It's really going to cut down the commute.
Isn't that the truth? 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Changed up a little bit at 74 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the first. Siegel has plated 4. They lead at 4-0. Still only 1 out. Swing and a miss. Well, whatever the coach told him seems to have helped. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Barrett with his lead down at third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Now he has 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Against 5 hits. And here's Josh Duggan, the first baseman.
Number 8, Josh Duggan.
Did you see Greg Wyatt driving around in the golf cart out in the parking lot?
Today?
Yeah.
No. Did you park illegally?
No, I did not. I think he just rides that thing to ride and not have to work. I don't know.
I wish he'd give me a ride to the park.
Well, not now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got to get my rest. Tomorrow's a big day.
He might give
I've got
you
to get
a
up
ride.
early.
You talk like that's not something you do every day.
Here's the pitch. Low, 2 balls, no strikes.
It's the 8:30 nap that you're going to miss.
I would love to get this run in right here, Brian. I'm trying to stick to the game here.
Okay.
2-0. High, 3-0. Mosley would be up next. 4 runs have scored on 5 hits. And he walked him.
We're about to bat around.
9th batter of the inning is Chance Mosley.
Now batting second baseman, number 24, Chance Mosley.
Barrett at third now, and Duggan is at first. And now Gaylor's ready, and so is Mosley. They're 2 out. Runner gets his lead at first. The pitch, swing and a miss.
It was good to see former Assistant Police Chief Roy Fields here today.
Roy never have to mow a yard again. Pitch is a strike called, 0-2. He has moved over there by you, hasn't he?
Pretty close.
And the 0-2 pitch. Almost went, did not. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch must be tantalizing. He's throwing right now at the moment, on that outside corner. 1-2. And the pitch. Did it again. This time he gets away. Barrett's going to try to score, and he is going to be out. And that's your inning. But not before. And Chance will be batting when we come back. Not before Siegel scores 4 runs. They had 5 hits, and they strand 1. We've completed 1. Good start for Siegel. They're up 4-0 over Rossview here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Hey there, it's Brian. I wanted to share one of the reasons why I love First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They really show up for their customers. I see it firsthand, and I know you'll see and feel the difference. I know I can count on real, personalized service. When I've got a question, I don't get passed off to a machine. I get a real person who's ready to help. They always show up for me, and I know they will for you too.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number with your insurance provider? At Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, Agent Rick Hall prides himself on offering personalized service that puts you first. Every client's needs are unique. From personal home and auto coverage to tailored business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, where you're more than just a policy number. You're a neighbor.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, speaking of Emerson, his offices, by the way, are at 199 Eden Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That's Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683.
TJ Lattimore is going to lead off for Rossview, followed by Houston Hebert and then Beckett Hasselhun. Colton Barron in his second inning of work, and he staked to a 4-0 lead.
Well, the way he kind of breezed through the top of the first there, John, a 4-0 lead. Hopefully that gives him even more confidence out there on the mound.
Here's Lattimore, the third baseman. Left-handed hitter, steps in there. The fourth left-handed hitter in this lineup. Pitches outside, a ball, 1-0. Barron, the wind and the pitch. High. 2 balls, no strikes. Two O's down low, 3-0. Didn't get behind anybody in the first inning. He's fallen behind 3-0 to Latimer. And the wind and the pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. Barron's pitch. Swung on, line drive, right field, base hit. Leadoff single. He was behind in the count, had to give him something good, and Lattimore took advantage of it. So he's on with the first Rossview hit. And here's Houston Hebert, the designated hitter. Ooh, boy, he is huge.
Now batting, designated hitter number 18, Houston Hebert.
There's Hercules, and then there's Hebert.
Wow.
He's going to grow up to be a bouncer one day.
Wow. Kind of surprised me there. Lattimore at first, and a swing and a miss. He had a hefty cut. Comes up empty, 0-1.
That one, if he had made contact there, John, it might have been over at the Miller Coliseum. Jeez.
I think he was going for the SRM concrete sign. The pitch. Inside. Count even at a ball and a strike. Barron takes a look at Lattimore. And the pitch to the plate. Outside and high, 2-1. Hebert steps out for a moment. 2-1. Barron's ready. Long look. Now the pitch. Swung on, shot into left field, a base hit. So back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the top of the second. And Rossview's got something going here, and that brings up Beckett Hasselhun, the first baseman.
John, that is Houston Hebert.
Hebert, okay.
Now batting first baseman number 24, Beckett Hazelhun.
And here's Hasselhun, the first baseman.
Well, John, this is definitely not a repeat of the first inning. Need an out.
Beckett Hasselhun, he's a left-handed hitter. And the pitch. He's missing this inning a little bit. He's not crazy wild, but a little off here. with his pitches. 1 ball, no strike.
It's good to see Sean Middleton. Never mind. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Oh, I don't know what was wrong with that one.
Not
2-0.
much.
A walk would load the bases. We do not want that. From the stretch. Checks that runner down at second. 2-0 pitch. Strike called, 2-1. This is kind of similar to Siegel's bottom of the first here. We hope it doesn't end like that. 2 balls and a strike to pitch. There's another strike. That's pretty. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Double play would be nice.
I want to see that rare triple play.
I don't want Haybear. What's his name? Haybear.
Haybear
to run into second baseman. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Reached out, saved it, spoiled that pitch, and its count still remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun beginning to not be a factor. Right field now out of the sun. And Hasselhun stands back in there. Pace has slowed quite a bit. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Big strikeout. So that's a big out. Runners had to stay where they are.
Well, last inning he had back-to-back strikeouts, so why not here?
Here's Johnny Caballero, the center fielder.
He might win the award for best baseball name.
That is a pretty cool name. That's true. Right-handed batter steps in there. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. I think Barron's kind of got his groove back here. Runners get their lead. Not big leads, but they've got them. Down 4-0. Siegel, and he hit him. Bases are loaded. So the bases now are going to be loaded. Lattimore goes to third. Abear goes to second.
Shortstop, number 2,
and then Hasselhun struck out, and Caballero is at first. And here's Caden Slaughter, the shortstop. No place to put him. Craig Revis is on the edge of the dugout. No, he's not going to go out and talk to him. Jax Barrett comes in at third, and Duggan has moved in a couple of steps. They may go home if it's a ground ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Now he's ready. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. I don't know if I would throw him the same pitch.
Well, he's like the first two, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Thornton with the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. I would look for this to be out of the strike zone. Nope. There's a grounder to third. Jackson Barrett going home. He's got him. Nice play. I didn't know that he would still go to third as he had to go to his left, but he did and made a perfect throw. And there's 2 away. So Lattimore is forced out at third, and Slaughter reaches first on a fielder's choice.
Now batting catcher number 21, Matthew Simpson.
It's been killing me to see what's going on here. But there's a bird that has built a nest in the camera, so whoever's watching the game is seeing a bird flying in and out because it's inside that camera.
Way to stay alert to the game, Brian.
Well, I just keep seeing this thing flying toward me, and it's like, what's happening here?
Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fly ball center field. Hustetler is over. Makes the catch. And he gets out of a big jam here in the top of the second. We go to the no runs. There were 2 hits, and they are both left stranded at first and second. We're going to go now to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Siegel over Rossview here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, as well as Dr. Automotive here on 101.9, 100.5 WGNS, WGNSradio.com, and you can listen to the audio as well on our Big G TV channels, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Twitch.
Chance Mosley was at bat when Jackson Barrett was thrown out at third from third, and he'll lead off the bottom of the second. 4-0 Siegel if you just joined us. A lot of scores Brian's going to give you here in a little bit and kind of keep you updated on spring fling. The pitch, swing and a miss. I think right now this is the only Rutherford County team playing, correct?
That is right. Everybody else has played, and the results are in. Blackman is forced into an elimination game in baseball.
Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Eagleville baseball advances, and now we're going to see what happens with Siegel. And Stewart's Creek softball is in an elimination game, but they won a game today.
There's a pitch on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It went toward the inside and then fell right into the plate, or right across it anyway. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's low.
And Eagleville softball has won 2 games today, and they are a win away from making it to the championship game.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A weak swing there. Had him fooled, and it's a strikeout.
It's amazing to me, John, that softball started today, and you've got a team 1 game away from the championship game. But they played a ton of softball today. They had all the fields at Starplex and at McKnight and the 4 fields in Smyrna going today. They got the Division II teams to the championship in 1 day.
Pitches got away from Simpson. Well, and one thing, too, the weather was really good today, so you didn't have a lot of delays.
But that softball tournament was in 3 different places.
Swung on. There's a nice drive to left, but it's going to be caught out there by Richards. Finally makes the catch. Well, that hung up for a long time, and there's 2 away. So Hostetler flies out to the left and brings up Thornton.
Batting catcher, number 2, Tristan Thornton.
Thornton singled, Hostetler singled, and so did Thornton, and then Baker singled. 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Gaylor's pitch, low, 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. It's 2-0. He seemed to settle down a little bit after the coach came out and talked to him for a minute, didn't it? 2-0. And it's high. 3 balls, no strikes.
Well, let's see. He came back with a strikeout, and then after the walk, and then there was the play to get out of the inning, the throw home.
3-0. Strike called. Thornton taking all the way.
I don't think there's anything secretly that, Coach Kopp had to say.
And he walked Thornton.
Or Holman, rather.
Ball gets away.
Coming to the plate now, shortstop, number 19, Trey Baker.
Here comes Underwood to run for Thornton. Second walk. And here's Baker. Baker singled, hit a line shot down to the third baseman. It was smoking. And the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
You can't even say C. Underwood. That's Colson. And I'm assuming that's big brother Cooper, who also plays.
Gaylor from the stretch. And the 1-0. Swung on, popped foul, back out of play. Count even at a ball and a strike. Dare I say where we're going to be in the morning? Can I say?
Sure, if you know.
Okay. Well, do you know?
I do.
Okay. We'll be covering Blackman in the morning.
Yeah.
9:45 be airtime. Line drive. Caught out there in center field. Man, he hit the cover off that one too. But it's a long out, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and 1 left. We played 2. It's Siegel 4 and Rossview nothing here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Ron Reeves. And Celeste Middleton, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack are all part of State Farm Prep Sports here on News Radio WGNS.
Colton Barron, Rossview's roster has pronunciations. We should have looked at them, Brian.
Yeah, like A-Bear.
A-Bear. It's not Hay Bear. Like you said, it's A-Bear.
I was trying to listen to the guy, and I can't hear anyway.
You can't see either.
Hazelton. Well, you can't spell because Hazelton's misspelled on the lineup.
Caballero, he didn't do it. I guess he figured we knew that. Matthew Simpson's going to lead off here in the top half of the third. Siegel up 4-0 if you just joined us. No Braves baseball tonight. They got rained out. They played like they did last night. I'm kind of glad they're not playing tonight.
They're at Washington, I think,
yeah.
Right?
Some of that weather that hit us, I think, moved up north. 1 ball, no strikes to Simpson, another left-handed hitter. The pitch, liner foul down the third base line. One. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Barron gave up 2 hits in the second inning, but no runs so far, and the 1-2. That one gets away. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barron is a quick worker. He slowed down after he had runners on, but nobody on. He works pretty quickly. 2-2 pitch. There's a grounder to first. Duggan. It's going to be a flip to the pitcher, and he dropped the ball. So everybody's safe. Well, if he holds on to the ball, it's an out, I think.
Now batting second baseman, number 3, Ashton Kemp.
E3.
E3.
he won, rather. Won, because that was.
The first baseman dropped the ball. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, first baseman.
Gotcha.
And here is the top of the order. Julian Richards struck out. And the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
John, there is an off chance during the overnight that some showers might work in.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yep.
It's not a cloud in the sky, Brian. What are you talking about?
This is a little disturbance, but it's going to be well out of here.
1-0 pitch. It's 2 balls, no strikes now.
It's only like a 15% chance.
Okay, Mr. Negativity.
I'm just telling you.
It's going to be right on top of us. There's your bird friend is back.
Oh. Shouldn't you pay attention to the game?
Why don't you just look at the bird? 2 balls, no strikes. Throw over, runner back.
I bet it's very entertaining to watch.
Uh-huh.
It's like the Nature Channel and baseball all in one.
2-0 pitch. There's a strike right at the knees, and it's 2-1. Had a little heat to that one, 84 miles per hour. Barron checks that runner. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's top half of the third. And the 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. Throw down, and the runner is safe. I think the batter struck out. And he did. Simpson goes down to second with a stolen base, but Richards is a strikeout victim. Second time he struck out. And here's Ashton Kemp. I'm sorry, Jordan Akins. I missed one somewhere here.
The error of Richards and then Kemp strikeout.
Well, what I did was I forgot to put the out in the previous inning. We got it now. And the pitch is a strike call on the outside corner. So Richards was the one that reached. Sometimes you get in a hurry and you forget to put the out at the end. Akins grounded to second his first time up. And the pitch. Ooh, high, barely. Four 0. We're in the top half of the third. A 1-1 count to Akins. There's one out. The pitch. Swung on, popped up to the left side. Pretty well hit. Zeltner under it and has it for out number 2. Well, the ball is hanging up a long time. I get some wind maybe playing little tricks there.
Batting third baseman number 4.
Here's Lattimore. He singled one of 2 hits that the Hawks have gotten off of Barron. Another left-handed batter. How many? I need to count them next time they come up. It's unusual to see that many. Pitch is a strike call to Butte, 0-1.
He kind of gave a little bunt indication there.
And the 0-1. Liner foul down the left field line. He's got a hot pink bat for sure. No balls, 2 strikes. Barron comes off the rubber, now back up on the mound. Lattimore down to his last strike here. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, Barron taking a little bit of time here. Now he's ready from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's your inning. No runs. There was no error, no hits, one error, and one man left. We've played 2.5 going to the bottom of the third. 4-0. Siegel on top of Rossview.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
I don't even do it.
Today's game brought to you
no
in part
runs,
by
no hits, no errors.
JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Little Caesars Pizza, Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall, Las Casas Feed Supply.
No reason to be ugly, Brian, while we're off air.
Well, what I was saying is it helps me to do when I have to do the final scoring. I am a lot faster at that than you.
Oh, really? Where did you come up with that?
Well, I had today's 37-hit extravaganza ready to go in less than a minute.
You're the one that wanted to start the game. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Jack struck out back in the first. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Siegel. 0-1 is low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got on him in the first inning, and since then, haven't gotten anybody across.
The pitch is in there for a strike, 1 and 2.
I think in that Farragut Independence game, Farragut scored 3 runs in the first and then held on to a 3-2 win. I think that was right.
Pitch is outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pensick, Russell, and Barrett, first 3 here in the third. Pitch is inside, almost hit him, and the count is full.
Siegel's wearing my favorite uniform.
Three balls, 2 strikes. There's a liner into the right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Well, you must have brought him good luck, Brian, when you mentioned we hadn't had a hit since the first. It's a leadoff single for Pensick. Here's Russell.
Coming to the plate now, right fielder, number 21, Ryan Russell.
I think that was, I could just see Craig Revis. He couldn't find his glasses, and he was looking through uniforms and said, I'll get this color. And it's kind of a cream, yellowish cream.
Pitch is a strike called. I don't know why you're being ugly to Coach Revis now.
Well, I could just see he lost his glasses, couldn't find them.
I understand me, but I don't know why you're doing that to him.
Oh.
We could use some insurance runs here in the third. The pitch. Swung on, high fly ball, shallow center, and on comes Caballero, and he makes the catch. So Russell flies out. He had a big hit, Ryan did, back in the first. And here's Jackson Barrett. He had another big hit, singling an RBI.
Jackson Barrett.
Caught trying to go home. Now, I've grown up with this kid right here. And overnight, he went from like 5'8" to 6 whatever he is. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Almost as tall, maybe as tall as his daddy now. No balls and a strike. The pitch, low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So he's part of that Wilson Elementary farm system?
No. He's not. I haven't mentioned that today. I don't like, he's a Siegel boy.
Oh, okay. Siegel all the way, huh?
Yeah. His mama went to Walter Hill for a while. Then she went to Central. She married a Walter Hill boy. I'll just tell the whole story. I can tell their whole life story right now. 2 balls and a strike.
We always thought the smart people went to Central when it was the middle school.
2 balls and a strike. Swinging a foul, boy, that hurt. Knocked that off his ankle. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Barrett. Runner at first, 1 out. You remember Miss Lufkin at Walter Hill, don't you?
I do, yep.
That's Mandy's. This is Mandy's boy.
Oh, okay.
Vicky's grandson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on. There's a shot to short, and it's bobbled, and everybody's going to be safe. Not an easy play, but see how they score that one. We've had a lot of those tonight.
Coming to the plate now.
Runners at first and second.
Jackson Zeltner.
Being
E6.
Well, that's 2 errors in the game, right? No, just their first.
Siegel's
got an error.
Siegel's got an error, yeah. And here is Jackson Zeltner. He'd like to get on the hitting board. He struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The pitch, he bunts, shows bunt, takes it back. It's a ball, 1-0. Got runners out there at first and second. Till only 1 out. Shows bunt. Now Gaylor steps off the mound. Gets the runners back. Pensick singled. Russell flied out. And Barrett reached on a shortstop error. Pitches down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Gaylor with 64 pitches thrown on the night. The pitch. Swung on, had a good cut, fouled it back out of play, 2-1. So you don't think Danielle Breezy will come on tonight with any weather?
No.
Okay.
I think you'll be all right.
2 balls and a strike, 1 out, 2 on. The pitch. He does bunt it, and it is run a roll foul. And the count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get those insurance runs down there to second and third. Duggan would be next, followed by Mosley here in this inning. Crowd kind of quiet right now, aren't they? From the stretch, here's Gaylor. The pitch. Didn't go, and it's a ball, 3-2. Another bad one would load it up. That would work about as good as a bunt. Big pitch coming up here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Will not be made. He's really worried about that runner down at second. I don't know if he thinks they'll still be bunting or not. I don't think so. Lattimore's playing way down third base line. 3-2. The pitch. Walked him. Third walk. And the bases are loaded. Pensick to third. Barrett to second. Zeltner to first. Josh Duggan, the batter. He walked his first time up. So Gaylor in a big-time mess. A base hit here would break this thing open. It's 4-0 Siegel. Make for a nice comfort level. And the conversation with Simpson and Gaylor has been broken up by the home plate umpire. We're going to try to sit down for a while. Oh, you can't hear me. I can say anything I want to about you, yeah. Oh, you can. So here we go. Josh Duggan, the batter. Bases are loaded. The pitch. Low, 1 ball, no strikes. His body movements don't inspire like confidence right now by Gaylor, does it?
He looks a little shaken.
Here's the pitch. There's a high fly ball. Should be deep enough to score this run. In fact, I know it will. And it keeps drifting on back. And tagging up is Penzick. He's going to score. Barrett goes to third. And it's 5-0. So give him a sacrifice fly and an RBI. 5-0 Siegel. And give him also an RBI for Duggan. And that brings up Chance Mosley. Struck out in the second.
First score for anybody.
Number 15, Peyton Blue.
Since the first. And we got a pinch hitter here. Peyton Blue.
Going to bat here with 2 out. Runners at first and third. And he'll be batting for Chance Mosley. A run is in on only 1 hit. There was a walk in the inning so far and an error. And we may get a pitching change here. We'll see. He's at pitch 71, and it's a slow walk, and I think they are going to go to the bullpen, which gives us a chance to talk about our friends at Ideas Tees. Brian, it's the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear. Even though they've moved now, you can find them at their new location, 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Stop by, and shop their officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees, including tees, polos, hats, and more. They can put your logo on just about anything. Visit them today and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Again, they're located at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School. Learn more at ideastees.com. I'm still waiting to see if they're going to make that move.
They have.
And they have, and we'll take a timeout and be right back. 5-0. Siegel on top. We're in the bottom of the third.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today is brought to you in part by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, that is. Trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. Find them on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Bowen's Body Shop. Our new pitcher is Trenton Evick. E-V-I-C-K. He is a junior. Right-handed thrower. Trenton Evick, number 34,
New pitcher for Rossview,
is in as the pitcher.
Trenton Evick.
Well, Gaylord went 2 2/3. Evick in here to relieve him. And the batter is Ballou. Top of the order, and Hostetler would be next. Runners at first and third. The run is in. 5-0 Siegel. First pitch is a strike called. And the pitch, drilled foul down the left field line. Tried to go the other way with it. No balls, 2 strikes. Peyton Blue, the batter. Evick checks that runner. And the 0-2 pitch. That's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
John, it'd be awfully nice. Get a few more in here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout for Evick. And the inning is over, but we do get 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error and a walk and 2 left. We've played 3. It's Siegel 5, Rossview nothing. If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan Franz Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Coverage on 101.9, 100.5, WGNS, WGNSradio.com, and Big G TV, brought to you in part by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, along with Bowen's Body Shop. It's 5-0 here. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Stewart's Creek went 1-1 today, so they face elimination every time they go out there tomorrow. As well, Eagleville baseball a winner. They move on in the winners bracket. 2-0 day for Eagleville softball. So they're in the winners bracket championship, awaiting the teams there. Blackman moves down in baseball to the losers bracket, and this is the final Rutherford County baseball or softball result we're waiting for.
And the first pitch to Houston Abear is a strike called, 0-1. Barron's got to like his score. He's got a 5-0 lead here. We're going to the 4th. And the pitch. That one's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Munson, by the way, he was the starting pitcher over there for Blackman today.
1-1 pitch. Low and inside, or outside. 2 balls and a strike. 5-6-1 for Siegel. 0-2-1 for Rossview. Abear takes a strike called, 2-2. That was, umpire kind of had just a flash it out there real quick. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, outside, and the count is full.
John, if you look at the baseball brackets, by the way, you will see the Saturday games have a TBD on them. And there are so many schools that are graduating and so many graduations at MTSU on Saturday. That's part of the problem.
Swing and a miss, came back and got him on the 3-2 count, and it's a strikeout, and I've got 6 for him here in the 4th.
So you couple that together with there is some rain possibility on Saturday as well. So I think that's why it's TBD. You may very well see some championship games take place on the high school fields. They've done it and done it successfully.
Pitches inside to Hazelhun, who struck out in the 2nd.
In fact, was it just 1 year? I think it was just 1 year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The year after the COVID year, so 21.
The 1-0 pitch. That one's low as well. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was also another reason why they wanted to try to get softball in and done on Friday.
Oh, that was close. 3-0. But I think Thornton kind of questioned that a little bit. 3-0.
With baseball, you've got pitching to kind of work around.
There's a strike. 3-1.
So if you pitch today, you can come back on Saturday and pitch. So
swing and a shot to short. Up with it is Baker. Long throw in time for out number 2. Trey throws out Hazelhun, and that brings up Caballero. Hit by a pitch back in the second. I haven't even put down his stats yet. I got to get on the ball. I'm about ready to retire here. Two out, nobody on, and the pitch. Swung on, shot through the left side, and a base hit. Right between short and third by Caballero. Third hit of the game for the Hawks. And it's a 2-out single, so not a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Well, the good thing is the hits have been scattered. Well, second, there were back-to-back hits and got out of that jam. There has been no walk and just one hit batter, so pretty good outing so far, thus far, here by Barron.
The 2 out here, runner at first, and the pitch. Low, 1 ball, no strikes. Barron working from the stretch. Grounder to third. Jackson Barrett has it. Long throw to first. Into the dirt. Good scoop by Duggan, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit. Caballero left stranded at first, and we have played now 3.5. Going to the bottom of the 4th. It's Siegel 5, Rossview nothing here on State Tournament, State Farm action.
Game day is coming, and are you ready to represent the Blue Raiders? At Raider Tees, we've got the largest selection of officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear in town. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, even tailgating essentials. You name it, we've got it. No more searching through random stores. Everything you need is right here at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Get game day ready at Raider Tees. Bigger, better, and go blue.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Speaking of Miss Dana Womack, bringing you this half inning. Her offices are on South Church Street between Farm Credit and the post office. We're talking about State Farm Agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877. How about the top of the order here, John?
Yeah, let's do it. Drew Hostetler, Tristan Thornton, and Trey Baker, the first 3. They've all had good days at the plate. Pitches the ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Your bird friend's back. No, he's flew away.
There are 2 of them right up there on the top of the net.
That one's outside. 2-0 now to Hostetler.
I think it thinks I'm a scarecrow.
2-0 pitch. There's another base hit in the left field for Hostetler. He's 2 for 3 today. And here's Thornton, single and a walk.
Now, was that mom and sister you were talking to on the way in?
Yes.
Up next, okay. Number 2, the catcher,
Dr. Hostetler.
Thornton.
Dr. Madison Hostetler.
You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports coverage, 101.9, 100.5, WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna here at almost 8 o'clock.
Trenton Evick on the mound and the pitch, or is it Evick? I think you said Evic. Is that right? Well, we've lost him.
I don't. It's not even
There
on
it
here.
is. There it is.
Yeah, but there's
Evic.
no pronouncer. Yeah.
No balls and a strike here to Thornton. Good speed down at first. It's the meat of the order coming up here.
Good time to put some distance between you and the Hawks.
And the pitch, throw over, runner back. So important in spring fling to have good pitching performances, not have to go to the bullpen if you can keep from it. Here's the pitch. Thornton tried to bunt it, missed it, and it's 0-2. Well, I think Coach Revis is coaching third. I don't know that he's done that all year, though, has he?
I think.
Really? I thought they had another guy down there. No balls, 2 strikes. It's a familiar spot for him.
Well, he's walked divots in that coach's box over there. Back and forth. I bet he sleeps well.
No balls, 2 strikes. I don't think he slept that well this tournament.
Well,
I'll tell you what, he might come up here, get a cot, and look at the birds flying back and forth. Like
it's relaxing.
Yeah.
It's just like ocean sounds. Yeah.
0-2 the count. See what Tristan does here. Trying to get that runner to second. Doesn't bunt. Pops it up right side. Second baseman Kemp over, makes the catch for out number 1. And here's Trey Baker. Trey singled and drove in a run in the first, and he hit a shot, a bullet center field in the second. That thing was hammered. He's 1 for 2.
You better be careful what you say about Craig, because I think that's Mom over there in that window.
Well, I didn't say. I just said I thought maybe somebody else had, thought I saw him, but we've only done one or 2 games, so he's just trying to get me in trouble with everybody. I don't know.
I'm trying.
Well, wait, your time to play-by-play is coming up. In fact, very soon. Hostetler going. Throw down. He is going to be safe.
Good jump.
Yeah, he beat that on the pitcher there. Trey had to take the strike. It's 0-1, but Hostetler is at second in scoring position with a stolen base. Evic checks the runner down there, the pitch. Swung on, little blooper into right field, long run, he's got it. Hostetler's going to tag and go to third with 2 away.
Well, he's done all this work, John. So let's see if Pensick can get him in.
Jack has struck out and singled, scored a run. 2 out, runner at third. Evic with the pitch. And takes a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Be nice to get this runner from third if we can. 1-0. Swung on and fouled back, tried to go the other way with it. And the count even at a ball and a strike.
I wonder how much baseball Miss Revis has seen over the years.
Probably more than she wants, I guess.
A lot.
Pitch is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Evic, the right-hander, kicks and fires, 2-1. Fly ball, pretty well hit. Boy, he came out and then came in, and the ball's going to drop, and we've got a score of 6-0. Single and an RBI for Pensick. That's a huge hit. 2-out RBIs are always big, and it's 6-0 now.
Up next for the Stars,
He's had
right fielder, number 21.
A great day today,
Ryan
John.
Russell.
2 singles, so 2 for 3 with a run scored and a run driven in now.
It looked like Caballero went back, misjudged that a little bit. Then he came in, and by that time it was too late. Here's Russell, single and a fly out.
It was going to be hard for him to get there, even if he was full speed flying in.
Trying to jam him, Caballero, or make that Russell. Runner at first. Pensick with a big RBI. And the pitch to Russell. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Six, 8, and 1 for Siegel. 0-3 and 1 for Rossview. We're in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch swung on, chopped foul down the third base line. Jackson Barrett would be next. It's getting kind of dark in here, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm watching the birds.
Okay. You going to be able to finish the game for us? 2 balls and a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. That took something off there and missed high, and it's 3 and 1. Brian, you get 4 more runs here in the bottom of the 4th. We won't need you to do but 1 inning. Look at the birds the rest of the night.
All right.
Runner not going, but throw over.
Up to you. I think I'm going to name them Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Oh, there are 3 of them now?
Yeah, there's been 3, I think.
Okay. 3 balls and a strike. Evick with the pitch. And he sends it up high. And Russell gets a walk. I think that's the first one for Evick. And runners at first and second with 2 out. And here's Jackson Barrett. Single, drove in a run, and he reached on an error. He's been active on the base pass today.
Can't even tell which color pencil I'm using. There it is.
You used to bring a light, remember?
Well, was lucky to be able to set up today.
Runners at first and second. They're 2 away. A run is in, and the batter is Barrett. The pitch to Jacks is a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Yep. That was Rossview fans complaining. 1-0. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The umpires really haven't been favorable by the fans today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runners get their lead. Evick is ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, a liner into right, and it's caught out there on a nice running catch by Akins. But Siegel gets 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 2, and we've played 4. We're going to turn it over to Mr. B here as Siegel has a 6-0 lead here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza, pizza. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, Winners Trophies, and First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Going to the 5th, Siegel with a 6-0 lead, and Brian, I hope you keep it that way.
Yeah.
Catcher number 21, Matthew Simpson.
I'd go for 10-0. See what happens here. It's Matthew Simpson, then top of the order for the Rossview Hawks. Barron back out there. First pitch sailing outside for a 1-0 count.
This is only the second at bat for Simpson, which tells you that how well Barron's doing.
Yeah, this is pitch number 64 for him. It's on the way. This is high. He's still throwing in the low to mid 80s. 2-0. Swing and a miss.
Good thing, too, it's a nice, cool night. That helps.
2-1. Swung on. And deep in the hole. Nice stop by Baker. The throw is going to be caught, but off the bag. I have no idea how Duggan even came up with the ball. I don't know how Baker made the stop.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's a base hit.
Let's see, 24.
Now batting left fielder, number 42, Julian Richards.
I think it's Paget running at first. Fourth hit of the game. And Julian Richards, top of the order. Struck out and reached on an error. First pitch swung on, fly ball, left field. And it is going to hook well into foul territory out there. Zeltner actually watched it go into the corner. It's 6-0 Siegel. Hoping to face Farragut tomorrow. 0-1, boy, big swing. And coming up empty is Julian Richards, the left fielder. That would be a 12:30 game. And if you play the late game, you have to turn around and be ready to go by 10 a.m. Golfed into right, and it's going to get by Mosley. Going to be an extra base here for Paget running out there. They throw down, though, and he's going to be off the bag and out. What a great relay to get it back in the field of play.
Well, you just can't do that when you're down 6-0.
No. Second baseman, number 3, Ashton Kemp.
Well, you got a runner at first and one out.
Huge, huge play. And it takes the sting away. Back-to-back hits as well. Because instead of 2 on at first and third, you got a runner at first despite the 2 hits and an out. Ashton Kemp, the batter, he has struck out twice as he has faced Mr. Barron. He peeks at the runner. Now the pitch up there.
Well, before that single, I was going to say Barron has faced the first 3 hitters, and he's up there 0 for 6 against him. That's a huge stat.
Yeah, only 3 hits until this inning.
The only one that reached was Richards last in the third with that error.
Time called at the plate here by Ashton Kemp. Huge inning right here to get through, facing the meat of the order. Throw over and back safely is Richards. Their uniforms are black with red numbers that are, it's a red outline. Fouled at the plate. They're hard enough to see here on a baseball field, but I've seen some football jersey numbers like that too, and it's like impossible. One ball, one strike is the count to Ashton Kemp. Pitch fouled at the plate. So got him in the hole here, 1-2. Blackman baseball in the morning, 9:45 airtime. And then we'll just have to see when that game ends what we can get to and how things unfold. 1-2 pitch sent foul down the first base side. Glad that thing went foul. It's still rolling. It was all the way up against the wall out there. Back on the bump here. Colton gets the sign from Thornton. Takes a peek back over there at first, and now comes set. Pitch on the way. And offered out another one there. Just got a piece of it. On deck, Jordan Akins. Colton does slow a little bit with the runner on, as you would think. Here's a fly ball into center field. Drifting over is Hostetler. Nothing gets by Drew out there in center. There are two away. So your three-hole hitter, Jordan Akins, 0 for 2.
Right fielder, number 44, Jordan Akins.
And despite back-to-back hits, could just face 4 here if he can retire Akins, and good start with a strike called. Nothing in 1. And another strike on that outside corner. That one at 86. It's lefty after lefty after lefty for the Rossview Hawks. Here's the pitch on the way. Runner goes, and they're going to let him no throw down. Pitch was a ball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One more strike to get and get out of the inning here for Colton Barron. This will be pitch number 79 upcoming. It's on the way. This is a little high there. Evens up things at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets the pitch that he likes. And it's on the way. Ooh. Just a little high, I guess. Maybe inside 2. So after being in the driver's seat, 0-2, it's a 3-2 full count now to Jordan Akins. He's 0 for 2, and the pitch. It's strike 3 called. And Colton Barron exclaiming in excitement. His 7th strikeout. And here's your inning recap. No runs, 2 hits. There was a caught stealing in there. That's why there was only 1 left. Moving on to the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0. It's Siegel leading Rossview on State Farm Prep Sports.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're sponsored tonight by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. We go to the bottom of the fifth.
Jackson Zeltner is going to lead it off here for the Stars. The first pitch low for a ball from Trenton Evick. And this is a little slow chopper to short. Slaughter over to first to Hasselhund, and 2 pitches, 1 out. Let's see. Josh Duggan going to be your batter. He has walked. He had a sac fly RBI, and his third at bat here in the game. 6-8-1 for Siegel, 0-4-1. And here's for Rossview. Fly ball out to right, and it gets away. And it's going to be a sliding double here for Mr. Duggan. I had trouble picking up whether it got past him or not. And it did.
Thought he caught it.
I thought he did too, and I'm not so sure if he maybe got a glove on it. I don't know. Oh, they're going to say he did.
Yeah, he caught it.
24, Chance Mosley.
Reached up at the last second.
Well, that was close to a double.
Duggan gave that a ride, buddy.
Sure did. Mosley back in batting, his second at bat. Comebacker right back to Evick. Flips it over to first, and it was a pretty easy inning for them. 1-2-3, as a matter of fact. Top of the order will be due up for Siegel in the 6th, but that completes 5. No runs, no hits, no one left on, and we move to the 6th inning. It's 6-0 Siegel on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're at Rick's Barbecue talking with Anne-Marie Brents, who says they're ready to feed your entire crew with the family pack.
It's a pound of pork or any of our pulled meats, and then you get 2 16-ounce sides, and then you get a bag of chips, which are plain or barbecue, and then the buns come with it, and then you get one of our drink choices, which is either a 2-liter of one of our sodas or a half-gallon of one of our teas.
And don't forget the famous Rick's Loaded Baked Potato.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds.
Let Rick's Barbecue do the cooking, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. That's State Farm Agent Andy Womack. You know his number? Well, I'll give it to you, 615-890-0850.
It's Brian and John here with you tonight. Tomorrow, here's what we know. We'll be at Blackman. Or we'll be at Oakland for the game with Blackman.
That's all we know.
And that'll be a 9:45 airtime, 10 o'clock first pitch. Blackman facing elimination tomorrow. I haven't been able to even check to see who their opponent might be. I think they're still playing, honestly. They are. They would be facing this game over there at Oakland. First pitch inside to C.J. Lattimore, who's going to lead it off here for Rossview. 2-0. Or 1-0. Grounder to Mosley at second. Closer to the bag at second. Makes the soft throw over to Duggan for out number 1.
He's at 83 pitches. You know, he could very easily, if he has an easy inning here, I don't want to jinx him, but he could go all the way. Man, what a boost for your pitching staff.
If you can stay out of the pen, for sure.
Here's Hebert.
Hebert. And takes a strike. He has singled and struck out. I'll take another strikeout, please, for 200. Alex. Swing and a miss. Getting closer to it. Hebert wants to get on the scoreboard with one swing. The pitch. This one sails inside.
I imagine he's hit a few home runs in his
Oh,
day.
you think? I'd say so.
Ow.
Trying to trip me.
You stepped on my foot.
You stuck your foot out there.
No, it's just I'm standing here.
1-2. Just a bit outside.
Oh, I don't know if I can make 3 more days.
Colton Barron hurls another one up there and got him to fish for one outside. Strikeout number 8, and the second strikeout of Hebert.
Baseman number 24, Beckett Hazelhoon.
And now Beckett Hazelhoon is your batter. 0 for 2. And Colton Barron taking a stroll. Now back on the mound. Another left-handed batter to face him. And the first pitch is a strike. Well, one thing about Colton is he has been ahead of a lot of batters tonight. Works with a 1-0 now. Just a bit low. 1-1. After yesterday was the worst day for spring sports, today maybe one of the best in terms of weather. Low for a ball, 2-1. It's the first day that both baseball and softball have not been able to play something. That one's in for a strike. Now, 21 season. Here's a 2-2. Fouled back. The 21 season, I know that we missed a full day, but I'm not sure a full day of baseball. But I think some softball played that night. And baseball, when they were playing at Rockvale, they had to move some of the games to Riverdale. This pitch is just a little bit inside, I guess. The umpire is explaining that to Thornton, who asked.
Yeah, that was much closer than Hazelton thought.
The payoff pitch, lost him. First walk of the night.
Yeah, he's walked one and hit a batter, and that's it.
To finish that thought, Eagleville wound up playing in their first state championship game on a Sunday afternoon at Riverdale. They were playing at home, and then they were supposed to play somewhere else. Swing and a miss by the batter, Johnny Caballero. And the team came through the losers bracket. And so they couldn't play a third game, so they had to push the championship. Pitch outside.
Here's a question.
Pitch number 98 coming up.
If you were Johnny's parents, you probably said you're going to play baseball with that name.
Maybe. 1-1, lined and speared by the first baseman, Duggan. That saved a solid hit for sure. What a play. He got there in a hurry, and Duggan made the grab. Inning over, no runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th we go, 6-0, Stars on top, State Farm Prep Sports.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, taking pride in getting our athletes back in the game. TOA, your sports medicine provider. That's TOA. Live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com.
Well, it's Evick back out and facing the top of the order here for the Siegel Stars. Drew Hostetler is 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Coach Revis was talking to all those fans over there. Late to get to third.
You better be careful. His mother's standing right over here, and if she wants to hit you, I'm gonna let her.
Are you promoting violence?
No, I'm not promoting violence.
She wouldn't, because she's his biggest fan. Foul back. Two one. Misses. It's 3-1. It's finally good to meet the person that's put up with Jackie. I mean, been married to Jackie all these years, though. Oh, hit him right in square in the back. Well, Drew, that is a hard way to earn a base right there, but take it.
Up next, catcher number 2, Tristan Thornton.
Tristan Thornton, who has been up with Drew on every time but one today. And he has been on twice himself, single and a walk. He's 1 for 2. Trip me again. Trenton Evick checking the runner. Nice little slow dribbler. And Evick off the mound. Underhand flip to Hasselman. But that is going to do the trick to get Hostetler down to second.
Yeah, Rossview with only one more shot at it. Another run never hurts.
Well, and it's going to be interesting to see as well, John. They're going to intentionally walk Baker. So that will be the second walk for Evick. And it doesn't get really any easier. 2 for 3 for Jack Pensick on the afternoon. He singled twice, scored a run, drove in a run. Has an RBI opportunity here. First pitch to him outside. Bartlett John ended the Siegel Stars soccer season today in Spring Fling, 2-0 the final score. Bartlett a winner today on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Pitch on the way, fouled back. With track and field and all of the other spring sports, soccer as well, you had a representative from every Rutherford County high school, I believe I counted correct. Johnny, you get 2 of the 8 teams in 4A baseball from one county. It's pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot of times. And boy, Eagleville's been on a tear the last several years. 1-1 on the way. Low.
Yep, going for 4 straight for the baseball team.
Did the softball team get to the championship game last year?
I don't
think they did.
So, no.
They did the 2 years before, and they won it in 21. I heard Chip Walters, the ball was low, by the way. He said, Eagle, they've been pretty good the last few years with the stick and ball games, and they really have. Softball and baseball winning the schools, in 100 years of the school winning the first team championships in 21. 3-1 on the way. Foul back.
Jack mad at himself. That was the pitch he wanted. Just missed it.
Count goes full. Runners at first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch not being made as Evick off the rubber. Long look in here. Simpson giving the sign. Evick checking Hostetler down at second, and the pitch on the way. Strike in there, and it's a strikeout of Pensick.
Up next, right fielder, number 21, Ryan Russell.
That is second strikeout for Evick, and Ryan Russell, the batter. 1 for 2 with a walk, scored a run, drove in a run. So pretty busy day for Ryan Russell. Pitch sails high and inside. You know how Greg Wyatt drives around that golf cart thing? I heard Larry Creasy's getting a golf cart limo. That's just a rumor I heard.
Does Greg let anybody else drive that golf cart?
No. I think he drives it home every night. Swung on, fly ball left field, and fouled. Down that far side.
Does it have his name on it? I mean,
it's the Wyatt Mobile. You know how the Pope has the Pope Mobile?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's called the Greg Mobile. That sounds better, doesn't it? 1 ball and 1 strike to Russell. Pitch lined, and what a great grab there by Lattimore at third. It's going to end the inning. Well, it started off promising with 2 on, but there was a walk and a hit batter in there, but they are left stranded. And we move to the top of the 7th inning. Good guys on top in this one. Siegel 6, Rossview nothing. State Farm Prep Sports.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School. And Siegel with 3 outs to get, and they've got a new pitcher in, Brian.
That is right. It is Cameron Lee. Cameron is a junior coming in to close things out. 98 pitches on the afternoon for Colton Barron. No runs, 5 hits. Barron struck out 8. Walked a batter, hit a batter. You keep those walks and hit batters down, man. You 2 can go a long way, and he certainly did his job. Now it's Cameron Lee's job to seal things up here. Needs 3 outs to push Siegel on into the 12:30 game tomorrow, and the first pitch is a strike called. Farragut awaiting the Admirals. They're pretty proud of that ball low. They're pretty proud of that 13 wins in a row thing, but hopefully it's Siegel that puts an end to that tomorrow. We can get 3 more outs here. The pitch. Strike called on the inside corner that time. And you got a guy coming in throwing bullets at you. 1-2. Chopped down the third base side. Barrett up with it. The throw across. Nice stretch over there at first by Duggan. And out number 1 in the books.
And he's 6'11". See that fastball coming at you from his side, from his height, coming off that mound. It's tough.
Matthew Simpson is your batter here. He has 1 of the 5 hits off of Colton Barron. But the first pitch is a strike from Lee. 0-1 now on the way. Popped up right side. Drifting back is Mosley. No, it's going to be the outfielder Russell who comes over. It's hit a little further out than I thought, but 2 away. And Rossview down to their last out here. It is the top of the order, Julian Richards. Thornton goes out to have a brief word with Lee. Now the first pitch, strike. He's been ahead of every batter here so far. 8th pitch on the way. Inside. The 1-1. Ooh, I like that one myself. Just a little high. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Fouled at the plate. Takes the count to 2-2. And now the pitch, swing and a miss, ball game over. And in 11 pitches, Cameron Lee comes in and ends this ball game. Siegel Stars winners here today over Rossview. Final score, 6-0. An impressive opening state tournament game for the Siegel Stars. Well, when we come back, we'll give you all the totals in this one. It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. That's coming up for you next as you listen to State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back into Siegel High School, and John's being reprimanded by the principal, so I'll do this.
I'm not. It's not me. It's you.
Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show here with you now. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, whether it's heating or cooling, Prentice Allsup services all major brands. In most cases, they offer same-day service. Rely on their team of Rheem Pro professionals. They're dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable year-round. 615-890-1311, PrenticeAllsup.com. Schedule that service today. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, trusted comfort on West College Street. A good night here for the Siegel Stars. They win at 6-0. John, it's A, good to get that first win. B, it's good to get the shutout. You're going to have every opportunity tomorrow to play the Farragut Admirals. And, Farragut's, I don't know how many state championships they have. It's a bunch. But you only have to be the best team at least tomorrow in that one game, and that'll be at 12:30. A little bit of rest, quick turnaround, but it's better than playing at 10 in an elimination game for sure. So as we talk about our Dr. Automotive players of the game, had a few hitting stars tonight, obviously, but man, what a pitching performance by Colton Barron tonight. I'm not sure where you're thinking of Dr. Automotive player of the game, but.
Well, I'm going to go with Colton Barron. He 6 innings pitched, no runs, 5 hits, struck out 8, only walked 1, hit 1 hit batter, and I think that was the key to the game.
Yeah.
And, boy, when you can get that opening win, and as easy as they got it with those early, well, we'll talk about that in a second, because that's my key to the game.
Oh, okay. Well, right there, that was your Dr. Automotive players of the game. Dr. Automotive, your trusted local shop for top quality auto repair, specializing in both foreign and domestic vehicles with ASE certified and master mechanics on staff. Danny and Randy, Randy who does all the real heavy lifting there, and the rest of their team fully equipped to handle any vehicle repair and maintenance needs. Foreign and domestic, they do it all. Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Dr. Automotive. Well, you've alluded to it, so the Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, you think?
Well, the first inning for Siegel, the bottom of the first, 4 runs on 5 hits. That's all they needed. That's all Colton Barrett needed. That's it.
Oh, well, that was easy enough. And you can make your tax situation a lot easier, and just don't worry with all that hassle, okay? Because tax laws are complex, so get help with taxes at Craig's Tax Service. Personal and business tax preparation, financials, bookkeeping services, they handle it all. 890-2233, CraigsTaxService.com online. As we continue our post-game show, a reminder that Sir Pizza sponsors our Game and Coaches Show podcast. You can find them at WGNSSports.com, on YouTube, Facebook, and those 2 places. You can go back and check the archives there, plus the podcast, WGNSSports.com. And Sir Pizza, order your favorite pizza online. Use the app. Start getting those rewards points. They rack up. You can save money on your next Sir Pizza. Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. Time for the final tallies here in today's big 6-0 win. John's got all the stats.
All right, for Rossview, it was really a good night for Barron. He kind of held them. Richards wound up 1 for 3 on the game. It was C.J. Lattimore, 1 hit. Houston Abear had 1 hit, and 1 hit for Johnny Caballero, and 1 for Matthew Simpson, and that was it. 5 hits, all they can mount for the game. For Siegel, Drew Hostetler with a good night. Very easily could have been the player of the game as well. 2 for 3. He also was hit by a pitch, and he scored 2 runs tonight, stole a base. Tristan Thornton, 1 for 3. Trey Baker, 1 for 3 with a walk. Jack Pensick, 2 hits tonight, a couple RBIs. And Ryan Russell, 1 for 3 with a walk. And Jackson Barrett, 1 for 3, reached on an error. He was on base twice. He also drove in a run. Jack Zeltner walked once. Josh Duggan with a sacrifice fly, and he also walked. And that's your hitting stars. The pitching went like this for Rossview. Jaden Gaylor went 2 2/3, 5 runs, 5 earned, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Trenton Evick really did a good job. He went 4 1/3 with giving up only 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 strikeouts on the night. Pitching line for Colton Barron for Siegel. What a great game. 6 innings pitched, no runs. He gave up 5 hits, struck out 8, walked 1, and hit a batter. And then Cameron Lee came in and just blitzed him. One inning pitched, struck out 1. He got him out very easily in the 7th inning for the save, and a big win for Siegel, 6-0. And those stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air Winners Trophies and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
All right, let me give you a look at some of the results today in baseball. It was Green Hill defeating Blackman 11-0, so that puts Blackman down in the 10 o'clock game. They will play tomorrow. They'll play the loser of the Oak Ridge-Clarksville game. And that was the one thing that I failed to do, is to pull that up here to take a look at that. So here on the Siegel side of the bracket, Farragut beat Independence 3-2. Siegel winner 6-0. So Siegel and Farragut play each other. And that will, of course, be tomorrow at 12:30. It's Independence and Rossview in the 10 o'clock game. And the other game is not complete yet over at Oakland, but it is Clarksville leading Oak Ridge 5-3. So the loser of that game will play Blackman tomorrow, and that's our first game. We'll have Spring Fling HQ, and we'll also have some other offerings. It's going to depend on how the games land, how soon we get complete in the first game, and what we can get to set up, lineups, go on the air. So that's kind of the plan for tomorrow. So that's 4A baseball. Eagleville a winner earlier today as well over East Robertson. And it was Stewart's Creek in 4A softball after dropping a 15-12 game to Green Hill. They come back and win game 2 over Farragut 15-5. They'll match up with Dixon County in at 11 or 9 o'clock tomorrow. They would play at 9, 11, and 2 if they want to get back to the championship game. So that's Stewart's Creek tomorrow. Eagleville, they are 1 win away from making a trip to the state title game, which would be Friday at 3. So I don't know their opponent just yet. They're going to have to wait and see how the other games go down there. And I think I got everybody in. Eagleville baseball, yep, I got everybody in. So that's what happened today. Soccer, it was a 2-0 loss to Bartlett by Siegel as well. So, John, I guess our day is done, and the marathon day at the station, Jackson Smith, is done. So we've had a pretty big marathon day.
He doesn't have to do it tomorrow?
It's Connor tomorrow.
Oh, you better warn him. It's a long day.
Yeah, it is. So appreciate Jackson back at the station, and thanks to all of our friends who made today possible. And Spring Fling HQ, don't forget that. Toots Good Food and Fun, Wilson Bank and Trust, as well as Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home will bring that to you once again tomorrow. For John Dinkins and Jackson Smith at the station, Brian Barrett here signing off from Siegel High School. See you in the morning as our Spring Fling coverage continues. And we'll see you that next time at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio.